What is your accounting mechanism with your GI dietitian? Actually, I should ask her. It will be a wonderful chat with her. Some learnings will be there.
See, my consultation takes an hour.
Hmm.
That's why I don't see that many patients.
Hmm.
I know it's revenue wise, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
The
I
more patients you
understand.
see, the more revenue. But
Correct.
but I say very less patients.
Hmm.
So the first thing I do is to make them understand why am I doing this.
Hmm.
And as you know, you must have listened to the podcast where we talked about the 100 trillion gut bacteria.
Hmm.
There is something called intercellular connections.
Mm-hmm.
Intercellular connections. Follow me here.
Sure.
It's a little bit scientific, where all the intestines are lined by cells.
Hmm.
These cells are closely tied. We call it as jam-packed junction-tight cells.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no opening or gap in between at all.
Hmm.
And these are all innervated by something called Myric Plexus.
Uh-huh.
Myric. My is my,
Hmm.
enteric is intestine.
Hmm.
My enteric. Ennoda enteric.
My intestine. Personal to you.
Personal. Very important. Very important.
Bio-individual, basically.
You
Highly.
have your own neurons supplying your own intestine separately.
Got it.
Very important. That myric plexus gets connected to brain.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Let's say there is no brain connection. This will still work.
Hmm.
This will still work because of the local
Wow.
chemicals being separated, being produced by the gut bacteria. So that's how strong it is. People say that your gut is a second brain. I have changed that now. Your gut is a first brain.
First brain.
Because it is primitive, it can work even then.
Correct.
So when that is so powerful, again, follow me here slowly. We will break it down if it is difficult. The bacteria along the lining keeps on watching. Okay, the immune cells and the lining of the good gut bacteria keeps on watching what is coming in, what is coming out. Gram-negative bacteria. Gram-negative bacteria is something that you don't want inside your blood. It's a gut bacteria. Okay. What happens is, due to all the lifestyle factors we talked about, mainly UPF, ultra processed food. That's why I always say when you're tearing a packet, you're tearing a piece of your gut. The reason is you're piecing a piece of a gut is exactly in between these two cells. So there is a gap in the connection. So while there is a gap in the connection, there is a delayed connection. And similar to what we talked about, that is where the starting of the delayed signal with slow GI motility happens. So when there's a gap, this gram-negative bacteria is very happy that there is a break in the barrier.
And then that is that leaky gut.
They call leaky gut.
It's-
Leaky gut is very controversial.
I know. People say there's nothing like
There's
this.
nothing like
yeah.
that. But this is the
yeah.
pathophysiology behind that.
Okay.
So how do we know, right? We talk about all this. How do I know that this is what's happening? When you take the blood of all these people, you see something called LPS, lipopolysaccharides. When you get the blood, there's increased amounts of LPS. And where is this LPS coming from? It's the outer membrane of this gram-negative bacteria.
Oh.
Gram-negative gut bacteria.
Wow.
So when the LPS is very high, it's an endotoxin. So we call it as metabolic because of the metabolic eating thing.
Yeah.
Endo, within the blood.
Inside.
Toxemia. Metabolic endotoxemia. Okay. So now what happens? There is a toxin in the blood. What does the body do? Inflammation. All your TNF alpha, IL-12, IL-6, everything is trying to attack this toxin.
Correct.
And they are very successful in attacking the toxin. Then what happens to these inflammatory cytokines? They are thinking that, oh, there is some more is coming in. So let's just stay there. So what happens? They're staying there. So the endotoxins are not coming in, affecting the cells.
Correct.
But same way, because they're staying there, all the hormones, especially insulin, it is also not able to get into the muscle cells.
Got it.
So then the muscle is very starving of insulin. Muscle sends signal to the brain. And brain is saying that, hey, I need glucose, I'm not getting it.
Correct.
Brain sends signal to the pancreas.
Yeah. Produce more.
More insulin.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
And that is why when you check the blood, you have more insulin levels.